Hey guys, so Enola Holmes just came out on Netflix and this is my spoiler-free review for it. So Enola Holmes has a combination of things that I really enjoy. Firstly, it's set in the Victorian era and I love anything set in like Victorian era England. Secondly, I grew up reading like the Alfred Hitchcock children's detective series, the Enid Blyton famous five books. I watched Harriet the Spy. So this has always been a genre that's really intrigued me. And also, yeah, Henry Cavill, what more can I say really? So the first thing that you should know about this is that it continually breaks the fourth wall.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
So even though I typically don't really like movies and shows that do break the fourth wall, except for Deadpool, this actually did it in a way that I really enjoyed. So basically it is about Sherlock Holmes' little sister Enola Holmes, played by Millie Bobbie Brown. Sherlock is played, as I said, by Henry Cavill, and they have another brother played by Sam Claflin. The mother is played by Helena Bonham Carter, and they all do an amazing job with the acting. All the performances in this are really solid. And the cinematography, set design, costume, acting, all of that is really just good across the board. I was really happy with how everything looked really authentic and like it really would back in that time period. So even though I had a 2 hour runtime, I was never bored. I was always really engaged with the movie. And I felt like the mystery was good. It wasn't too hard to solve where you can't really play along, but it wasn't too easy either. And I won't go too much into that because I don't want to give away any spoilers. So Enola, a lot of people were saying that she might be a Mary Sue, and yes, she does go into Mary Sue territory a tiny, tiny bit. There was a few fight scenes where I'm like, that is not believable, but at the same time, we do see her getting her ass kicked. So I felt like it was quite realistic. It was quite respectful to the universe that was already established. I don't felt like she was like outshining Sherlock or being disrespectful to the character of Sherlock Holmes. I felt like Enola's character was very likable, very charming. I really liked her character. And I just really like how they fit her into the universe without taking away from the universe, which is a really hard thing to do these days. So the character of Sherlock, don't get me wrong, I loved the performance. The performance by Henry Cavill was spot on. He was Sherlock Holmes. I completely bought him as the detective. He did a great job. But the character was a complete jerk. So basically her brothers haven't been a part of her life for like 10 years because they don't get along with the mother, so they've just shut her out of their life. Then when her mother goes missing, they come back because she's their ward now and they need to do something about her, so they just want to send her off to boarding school. And eventually she goes missing. So maybe that's a mild spoiler. Whoops. Anyway, so she goes missing. And Sherlock and Mycroft show absolutely no concern that she's missing. And they tell her, well, Sherlock tells her, don't be emotional. He tells a 16-year-old girl who just lost her mother, don't be emotional. And he also sends her to a boarding school where the headmistress hits her and talks about breaking her. Mycroft talks about how she needs to be broken and built up again. And just the way that they treated her was so horrible. Mycroft never got redeemed. He was like the villain. I saw him as another villain. And Sherlock, he did get redeemed in the end. He was sort of, I don't want to give away spoilers, but he did get some redemption to his character, but still, I felt like for a good period of the movie, the way that he treated his sister was almost unforgivable. Look, I get like canon. He is meant to be a very stoic, detached, unemotional character, sort of like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory or Spock from Star Trek. So I get that. They were being true to his character, which was really good. But at the same time, this was meant to be a family-centered movie, so it would have been good to see a little bit more warmth brought to his character. And I would have liked to see more of his character and his relationship with his sister because, as I said, Henry did such an amazing job as Sherlock. So the young Lord character, I forget his name, he was a bit of a diva. Like, Enola risks her life to save his life, which I don't feel like is a spoiler because we see it in the trailer. So she risks her life for him and says, hey, where's my thank you? And he's like, for what? Seriously, this guy is like a pampered little princess, but at the same time, I really enjoyed it. It was a really good dynamic that he brought into it. I was a little worried it was going to get too much into the teen romance territory and make it into just a, teen romance movie, but it wasn't like that at all. It was a really enjoyable storyline. So the mother, warning, this might be a bit of a spoiler, she goes missing because she ditched Enola on her birthday to go fight her crusade. And that's just not good enough. Your 16-year-old daughter comes first. Anyway, so I just felt bad for Enola because all of her family is so crappy and just not there for her at all, really. And yeah, but I still really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. So Mycroft, the character of Mycroft, yeah, like I said, he was just a straight up villain. Never trust a man with a mustache. They're always the villains. Anyway, I give this a B rating. I really enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this. I would really like to know. And please help me out and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.